السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد، أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. رب زدني علما. اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا. أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بكم. I welcome you all to the class of Al-Arabiyya Bayna yadayk. Alhamdulillah, we will begin today the 8th unit, inshallah ta'ala. But before that, I just wanted to give a brief uh, we just had to do these pages before, so let's do these pages, inshallah ta'ala, of the last unit, inshallah ta'ala, before we begin the 8th unit, inshallah. Al-Arf, the display, unzur wa sama' wa aqra. So there are three types of tanween, right? There are three types of tanween. And the word which has dhamma, one dhamma or two dhammas is called marfu'. It's called marfu', right? Marfu', and which has a nasb. Nasb is called mansub. Mansub, and which has a jar, that is the kasra. The fatha and the kasra is called majroor. It's called majroor, inshallah. It's called majroor. So tanween al-rafa is the two dhammas. That's what we are learning. Tanween al-rafa is called two dhammas. Tanween al-nasb is the two fathas, and tanween al-jar is the two kasras. Tanween al-jar is the two kasras. Right? Tanween al-raf, tanween al-nasb, and tanween al-jar. Tanween al-jar. For example, baytun kabirun. Baytun kabirun, a big house. This is an adjective, by the way. This is an adjective. Baytun kabirun. It's not a house is big. No. This is baytun kabirun. This is matching. So the adjective, we learned that it will match in four things, right? Four things. One is the tanween, the definite, indefinite, masculine or feminine, right? The second thing is masculine or feminine, singular, singular. If it's singular, singular. And the fourth thing is it should match in the case endings. If it's marfu, it will be marfu. If it is kasra, it should have kasra, like here. Baitan kabiran. Baitin kabirin. Right? Baitan kabiran. This is called tanween nasb, and this is called tanween jar. A big house, a big house, a big house. The translation is the same, but something comes before it. Like it's called an amil. Something comes before it. Because of that, it becomes inna baitan kabiran or fi baitin kabirin. Right? Similarly, masjidun qaribun, a near masjid. Right? A near masjid. This is an adjective, by the way. Masjidan qariban and masjidin qaribin. Right? Masjidin qaribin. This is called tanween al-raf. This is called tanween al-nasb, and this is called tanween al-jar. This is called tanween al-jar. Talibun misriyun. Talibun misriyun, Egyptian student. Egyptian student, yeah. Talibun was an Egyptian student. Talibun misriyun, an Egyptian student. Taliban misriyan, an Egyptian student. Taliban misriyan. So this is called tanween al-rafa again. This is called tanween nasb and tanween al-jar. Shaqqatun jamilatun, a beautiful apartment. Shaqqatan jamilatun, tanween al-nasb. Shaqqatin jamilatin, tanween al-jar. Tanween al-jar. Shaqqatin jamilatin. Fikratun tayyibatun, a good idea. Fikratun tayyibatun, a good idea. Fikratan tayyibatan, a good idea. Fikratin tayyibatin, a good idea, right? This is just tanweenul nasb, and this is tanweenul jar. That's what we are learning. Jamiatun kabiratun, a big university. Jamiatan kabiratin, a big university. Jamiatin kabiratin, a big university. So please try to remember that there are three types of tanween, or three types of dhammas also, of rafa, of nasb, and of a jar. This is called this is called nominative case, right? Nominative case is called accusative case, yeah, in English, and this is called genitive case. Genitive, nominative, accusative, genitive. Marfu, mansub, and majroor. Raf, nasb, and jar. Raf, nasb, and jar, inshallah. Then uktub al-kalima with-tanween kama fil misal. We have to write the word with tanween. So kitab, kitabun. Bait, baitun. Talib, talibun. Talibatun, talibatun. Right? We just need to write it with tanween. So it's very simple in this. In this, it's very simple. Kitabun. We just add a tanween here. Baitun. Talibun. Talibatun. Now, only thing you have to remember is, if we are adding two fathas, tanween on nasb, this is called tanween on nasb, then we should add an alif also. Why do we add an alif? Because we don't write the Arabic with tashkil generally, right? We write it without tashkil. We don't write fatha dhamma kasra all the time. So with this alif, we get to know that this is mansub. Or else if you just put like this, I mean, we won't write it totally, then we won't know that it is mansub, right? Mansub. That is why anytime you put a fatha, tanween fatha, you should have an alif, except for ta, except for ta, right? Go this round ta, except for this round ta, this ta, this talibatun ta marbuta. Except for this ta, anytime you write a, that is a writing rule. Anytime you want to put two fatha, you should have an alif also, right? Or you should have an alif. So bait. So this should be remembered, right? This is a writing rule, and many people forget this rule, but we should not, inshallah. Baitun. If you want to make it tanweenun nasb, I'll make it baitan. That's it. This is understood that this is baitan because of the alif. Even if you don't write the tanween, right? Taliban. It's not baita. It's baitan. That is okay. Taliban. Now, if I put the tanween also, it's the same thing. Taliban. See, but for the ta madbuta, we don't add an alif. It'll remain talibatun. It'll remain the same. This way talibatan. So always remember, this is a special case, talmad, a special case, which is what, if you're adding a tanween on nasb, that is the two tanweens of the fatha, you have to have an alif here. You should add an alif here, inshallah. Right, alif here. But for kasra, we need not add anything, right? It'll just remain the same. Baitin, talibin, right? Talibatan. That's it. Talibatin. That is why anytime you find two fathas, right? Tanweenun nasb. This is called tanweenun nasb. Anytime you find this tanweenun nasb, you'll find an alif. Like, for example, in the next exercise, tadrib salif, ahlan wa sahlan. See, you have an alif. Ahlan wa sahlan. So if you don't write this, we can easily read it. Ahlan wa sahlan. Right? We can easily read. If you just delete this again, we can easily read ahlan wa sahlan without the tashkil. Similarly, khayran kasiran. Right? Even if you delete this, it's perfectly readable. Khayran kasiran. Right? It's not khayra kasira. No, it is understood that there's a tanween there because there's no alif lam, right? If there's no alif lam, there has to be tanween for most of the words, except for the diptotes. We'll learn them, inshallah, in future. Diptotes, right? Baitin jamilin. For this, we not say baitin jamilin. I will understand through the context. If fi comes or if it becomes mudaf ilayhi, right? It gets a kasra because there are only two situations. There are only two situations where it gets a kasra. One is a preposition, right? Preposition, and the other is mudaf ilayh. That's it. Mudaf ilayh. Or zarf mudaf ilayh. Or zarf mudaf ilayh. There are only two questions when it gets a kasra. One kasra or two kasras. One kasra or two kasras. There are only two. But for mansub, there are so many conditions. That is why we should know that we are adding an alif. We should know, right, that it's becoming mansub, because it's very difficult to find out why is it mansub and what it's mansub. It's very difficult because it could be an object, it could be a subject of inna, or object of or the predicate of kana, right? So many things can happen to make it mansub. For majrur, there are only two conditions. It could either be preceded by a preposition or it could be mudaf ilayhi. That's it. Shaqqatun kabiratun, same thing. Shaqqatun, tanweenur raf, Muhammadun muhandisun, tanweenur raf'ain. So please try to remember these names. Tanweenur raf, that is marfu. Marfu. The word itself is marfu, but this tanween is called dammatain or tanweenur raf. Tanweenur nasb is two fathas. Nasb. It makes the word mansub. Tanweenur nasb. Tanweenur jar, it makes the word kasra. I guess kasra. Alhamdulillah. Right? Oh, that's the next lesson now. Alhamdulillah. Oh, this is not following. Okay. Yes. Okay. Alhamdulillah. This is what was pending from yesterday's lesson. Alhamdulillah. Lesson number Al-Wahdatu Sabiha. Now we are starting, inshallah, the last lesson of this part A book. Alhamdulillah. The last lesson of this part A. Al-Wahdatu Thamina, inshallah. Al-Amal. We're going to start Al-Wahdatu Thamina. Al-Amalu. Working. Right? Work. Al-Amal. Okay, alhamdulillah. We reached for the last lesson in our book, in the part A book. Alhamdulillah. Rabbil Alameen. How many lessons we have in this? Eight lessons. We just have 8 lessons. Then we have the second book. Second book is this. This is the second book. Al-Arabiyya Bayna yadayk, Al-Isdar al-Thani min Kitab al-Talib al-Awwal, Al-Juz al-Thani. We have 9th unit to 16th unit, right? And this is all about, this has, how do I, okay. This has like tasawwuq, shopping, al-jaw, weather, then an-nas wal-amakin, al-hiwayat, hobbies, as-safar, travel, al-hajj wal-umrah, as-sihha, al-utla. Sihha is health, al-utla is holiday, right? So these are the next 8 lessons, inshallah. Next 8 lessons of the book 2. I mean, book 1 part A, not the book 2 exactly. The previous edition had 16 lessons, but they divided into 2 editions, alhamdulillah, so that they can focus more on, so that the student, it becomes easier for them, because it was very difficult to complete 16 lessons, right? Because now the things become very, very difficult, because we learn so many things. Istifham comes and so many things. They can, the next level is like the next level of Arabic grammar. Like if you look at the lessons, this is shopping, at-tasawwuq, right? The lessons becomes a little bit difficult, right? In the beginning, Uridul Mu'jam al-Arabi and stuff and stuff. Inshallah, we'll get there when we get, inshallah, once we finish. Our, how about 1B? Yes, this is 1B. This is 1B. What I'm talking about. This is 1B. This book. Al-Wahdatu Tasya, the 9th unit, 1B. Okay. This will do after we finish our 1A 8 lessons, 8th unit. Inshallah ta'ala, al-amal. Right? This is tasawwuq, this is shopping. And they'll go shopping and you need to buy so many stuff. We'll do this after we finish our 1A, inshallah. The last unit, that is Al-Wahdatu Samina, inshallah ta'ala. Then slowly we'll finish 1B also, right? Inshallah. Inshallah ta'ala. Alhamdulillah. So we started in March, right? Alhamdulillah, March. So this is April, May, June, July. 4 months, alhamdulillah. 4 months we have done 8 lessons. Maybe we might slow down in the future. Instead of 3 classes per unit, 3 to 4 classes, we might take 3 to 5. Let's see, inshallah. Let's see, because so many concepts keep coming. If you're okay with it, we can speed up, but I wouldn't recommend, inshallah. But inshallah, let's see. Al-Ard, the first one. Al-Hiwar, the 8th unit. Al-Wahdatu Thamin. Al-Wahdatu Thamina. 8th unit. Let's play the audio. This is the Amal, right? We learned Dirasa before, job, working. Now this is all about Amal, Al-Amalu. Innamal Amal. Amal is work or actions or deeds, yeah? Anything relating to actions, right? Amal. We'll begin this lesson, inshallah.
الوحدة الثامنة العمل الدرس الثالث والأربعون.
So we took 4 months for part A. So part B might also take 4 months, inshallah. So if you leave August, September, October, November, December. December, inshallah, we'll finish. Or maybe Jan, inshallah. We might finish the whole book, the 16 lessons, inshallah. Right? Inshallah. Then we can begin book 2, inshallah. Book 2, if you start in Jan, then Feb, March, April. It'll take another year for book 2, right? Another year for book 2 to complete, right? We started in March, so almost a year for book 1. Then another year for book 2, both part A and part B. Yeah. Then we'll see, inshallah. If we, inshallah. It'll become very difficult in book 2. Inshallah. So many vocab, so many things, yeah, inshallah.
الحوار الأول. انظر واستمع. أعمل طبيبا.
Right? أعمل طبيبا. أعمل, I work as a doctor. أعمل طبيبا. Why is it طبيبا mansub? Why is it mansub? Because it's the object of the verb. Okay. أعمل. Amalu, I work. Amila ya'amalu. The verb is amila ya'amalu. Amila ya'amalu. I work as a doctor, right? Amila ya'amalu. Instead of ya'amalu, we use amalu. I work as a doctor, or I work as a doctor. Yeah.
ماذا تعمل أنت؟
What do you work? What do you work? What do you work as? Right? ماذا تعمل أنت?
أعمل
File. Yeah. What do you work as? ماذا تعمل is what do you work as?
مهندسا.
I work as an engineer. أعمل مهندسا. I work as an engineer.
أين تعمل؟
Where do you work?
أعمل في شركة. أين تعمل أنت؟ أعمل في المستشفى. كم ساعة تعمل في اليوم؟
Right. أين تعمل? Where do you work? Where do you work? أعمل في شركة. I work in a company. What شركة? شركة is a company. أعمل في شركة. I work in a company. شركة. Why is it called sharika? Because you're sharik in it. Sharik is like partnership, like shareholders, right? You know shareholders, right? You have so many shareholders in a company. Why is it called a share? Because everyone shares it. Like the capital of the company, for example, it's required 1 lakh or 10 lakh rupees or dollars or whatever, right? $1 million, right? So what do? Everyone puts $1, $10, whatever, 1 rupee, 10 rupee, and then everyone shares. They buy one share, and then that's why it's called sharik. From the word shirk, yes, the word shirk is also same. Shirk is you're associating a partner, right? Similarly, in a company, we have so many partners. It's like sharika. Everyone is like they're musharaka. They are becoming partners in it. Like we have 1 lakh shareholders. You'll have 1 lakh partners, kind of, yeah. That's why it's called a company, sharika, joint stock company, right? Joint stock, right? A company which has a joint stock. The stock is joint, so it's called a sharika. Right? Shirk is also the same thing, yeah, because we cannot associate partners to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Sharika is also similar. Sharika doesn't have a bad meaning because this is like we are cooperating to form a joint stock company, right? تعاونوا على البر والتقوى, right? Cooperate in good deeds. على البر والتقوى ولا تعاونوا على الإثم والعدوان, and do not cooperate and help each other in isma and udwan, the sin and aggression. أعمل في شركة. I work in a company. وأين تعمل أنت? And where do you work? أعمل في المستشفى. I work in a hospital. أعمل في مستشفى.
يوم.
So this question is كم ساعة تعمل في اليوم? How many hours do you work? So we learned this rule, right? After the word come, you should have a singular mansub word. Singular mansub. That is, you should have fatha. كم ساعة تعمل في اليوم? How many hours do you work in a day?
8 ساعات في اليوم. وكم ساعة تعمل أنت؟
Right? I work أعمل 8 ساعات في اليوم. I work 8 hours a day. Right? 8 hours a day. وكم ساعة تعمل أنت? And how many hours do you work? Right? تعمل أنت?
أعمل 7 ساعات.
I work 7 hours. I work 7 hours in a day. أعمل 7 ساعات. I work 7 hours a day. Inshallah.
هل تحب عملك؟
Do you love your job? Very difficult, complicated question. Nobody loves a job, generally speaking. But inshallah. هل تحب عملك? Do you love your job? تحب أحب يحب. Right? To love something. Yeah? هل تحب? Do you love your job? عمل is your job. عملك, your job. You add a ka, right? Ka. كتابك, ربك. This is an attached pronoun. This is an attached pronoun. Right? Attached pronoun. So you attach baituka, right? Ismuka. كتابك, كتابكما, كتابكم, كتابك, كتابكما, كتابكن. هل تحب عملك؟ نعم.
نعم أحب عملي.
Yes, I love my job. What is my job here? عملي. You add a ya, right? كتابي, ربي, أحب عملي. I love my job. Yes, I love my job. ربي. This is attached pronoun. Yeah, there are two types of pronouns, by the way. Right? One is detached, that huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antuna, ana, nahnu. And then there's attached one. Kitabuhu, kitabuhuma, kitabuhum, kitabuha, kitabuhuma, kitabuhunna, kitabuka, kitabukuma, kitabukum, kitabuki, kitabukuma, kitabukunna, kitabi, kitabuna. That's 14 pronouns. Inshallah, they're slowly bringing these pronouns. I think they brought them before also, but they're trying to introduce the two of them, amalaka and amali, right? Kitabuki, kitabuka, and my book is kitabi or amali. I love my job.
أنا أحب عملي أيضا.
وأنا, and I also love my job. وأنا أحب عملي أيضا, and I also love my job. That's it. This is the lesson. Alhamdulillah. Let's repeat the lesson.
والآن جاء دورك. انظر واستمع وأعد.
أعمل طبيبا.
I work as a doctor.
ماذا تعمل أنت؟
What do you work as? ماذا تعمل أنت?
أعمل مهندسا.
I work as an engineer.
أين تعمل؟
Where do you work?
أعمل في شركة.
I work in a company. شركة, company.
أين تعمل أنت؟
وأين تعمل أنت? And notice after the word preposition, the word should be majroor, sharikatin, because of fi. Right? Fi kills the mind, gives it kasra. Except the word mustashfa and those are type words, right? Those are types word don't have a change. It's like fil mustashfa only, because it'll be so difficult to pronounce, right? So what they did was they left it like that. Fil mustashfa. That's it. Mustashfa. Amalu fil mustashfa.
أعمل في المستشفى.
I work in a hospital.
كم ساعة تعمل في اليوم؟
How many hours do you work in a day?
أعمل 8 ساعات في اليوم. وكم ساعة تعمل أنت؟
I work 8 hours, and in a day, how many hours do you work? I work 7 hours.
أعمل 7 ساعات.
7 ساعات. 7 hours.
هل تحب عملك؟
Do you love your job? Yes. Yep.
نعم أحب عملي.
نعم أحب عملي. Yes, I love my job.
أنا أحب عملي أيضا.
I also love my job. أيضا is also, right? I also love my.
الحوار الثاني.
I also love my job. نعم الحمد لله. We have some مفردات. مستشفى, hospital, مستشفى, hospital, مستشفى. شركة, company. شركة, company. مستشفى, hospital. شركة, company. طبيب, doctor. طبيب. Right? يحب. Okay, يحب. Loves, he loves. يحب is he loves. يحب. تحب, she loves. Or you love. يحب, he loves. يحب, he loves or she loves. Right? This is coming from أحب يحب. Right? أحب يحب, for those who know the forms. It's أحب يحب, loving someone. Yeah. حب. Right? يحب. And it comes a lot in the Quran. يحب is used a lot in the Quran. ومن الناس من يتخذ من دون الله أندادا يحبونهم كحب الله. Right? والذين آمنوا أشد حبا لله. And there are those people who take partners besides Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, أندادا من دون الله, and they love them as they should have loved Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? But the people who believe, they have more love for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَشَدُّ حُبًّا لِلَّهِ. They love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala a lot. So loving Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's a part of Iman, right? Then Allah, He says so many times, إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُحِبُّ الْمُعْتَدِينَ. إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُحِبُّ الْفَسَادِ. Allah does not love this. Allah does not love that. إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُحِبُّ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. Allah loves the muhsin, the one who do good. Yeah, muhsinin. So Allah says so many times, Inna Allah, Wallahu la yuhibbu kulla kaffarin athim. Allah does not love every disbeliever, insolent disbeliever. Fa inna Allah la yuhibbul kafirin. So hubb is a strong place, has a strong position in Islam. Like many people, they say, no, Allah is just He'll just give a lot of azab and so on. They forget the part of Allah's mercy. overtakes his wrath, right? And his rahmah has more, right? His rahmah has overtaken his wrath, yeah, inshallah. So Allah says so many times, Wallahu yuhibbul muhsinin. Allah loves the muhsin. Inna Allah yuhibbul muttaqin. Inna Allah yuhibbul mutawakkilin. Right? Allah loves the mutawakkil who trust Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So uh, it's so yani, especially for many people, like it's so astonishing for me at least, because we, especially the reserved people, they do not say so many times, I love this, I love that, I love this, I love this food, or so many times. Yeah? Most of them, especially us Indians, we don't have that trait. We don't keep saying, I love this, okay, I don't like that, I don't like this. We don't say that. We just, okay, fine, why should we hurt the other feelings or something? But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, subhanallah, he says so many times, I love this, I don't love this, I like this, I don't like this, right? So it's very clear. It's not like we are in doubt, like what does he like and what does he doesn't, right? Especially in spouses, that happens a lot. Like you assume that the other person should know what you like and what you don't. But how does that happen? It's like nobody knows ilm al-ghaib, right? So it's better to communicate that you know this and this is how it should be. Right? Communication is the key for every relationship. Right? You should tell, okay, I like this. So next time the person remembers, okay, I like this thing. I like your action, this action. You should tell, inshallah. If you don't like, you should say it in a nice way that this is what I didn't like of yours. Yeah, instead of attacking that person, instead of saying no, you are like this and you'll always do like this. Instead of saying that, uh, we learn from the Quran and the Sunnah. We talk about the actions, right? Even when Iblis, he didn't prostrate. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is so kindly asking him, Ma mana'aka alla tasjuda liman khalaqtu bi yaday. What prevented you from doing sajda? Right? Look at the question and look at the way he's posing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, subhanallah, to Iblis, who has rejected directly. Ma mana'aka. What has prevented you? If I mean, generally what happens when we see a wrong thing, we'll say, you are like this, you always do this, and you don't, how dare you don't listen to me, or something like that, right? We just talk about the person directly. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ma mana'aka, wow, what prevented you? And even Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he always used to ask for reasons, like what happened, even if Jibril came, or so many happens. Yeah? So that's another thing. So we should be always clear is what I'm telling in our communication, but it's a difficult task. It's a fine line between being rude and being clear, but inshallah we should, because even the Sahaba, they always had least of this least of suspicions and least of doubts, because they were clear with everything. Especially Umar radiallahu anhu, they were clear, right? They were clear that this is how it is and this is how it should be done, right? We don't assume anything. We don't go into your hearts and say that, oh, he might have iman or he might not have iman, right? We don't do that. We just look at the zahirul amal, because we don't get wahi now, right? Nobody gets wahi. We look at the zawahir. We don't doubt anyone's intention. What he shows, if he's praying in the masjid, alhamdulillah, we don't say, oh, he's just showing off or something like that, right? We don't do that, inshallah. Because the goal should be, yeah, instead of driving them away, yes, yeah, it should be to bring people to Islam. Right? For example, the example of Hatib. Prophet ﷺ wanted to attack Makkah and during Fateh Makkah, and Hatib, he wrote a letter to the Makkah people, right? Hatib ibn Abi Balta. He wrote a letter to the Makkans that, okay, Prophet ﷺ coming is with this army. He's just leaked this information, right? So Jibreel Islam came and told this to Prophet ﷺ. Still, he called him Hatib and asked him that, why did you do this? What made you do this, right? What made you do this? And Hatib said, I feared for my family and stuff. And he forgave. Prophet ﷺ forgave. He did not directly say, okay, just go and kill him, right? The spies are killed generally, yeah. So everything we should ask. We should not just assume, because everything people think in a different way. We should not assume that everyone thinks in our way, right? Like even if it's a wrong thing, when you hear the other person's story, you realize, oh, really, that makes sense, right? Many times it makes sense, right? So we should not just jump to conclusions straight away, right? This is what Islam teaches us. We don't jump to conclusions. We ask everything. Okay, what happened? Why did you do this? What's the reason for your action? So he might say, okay, I thought this, his train of thought when you listen, and then you'll understand, oh, this is the way. That's why maybe he might have, because everyone looks in a different way, especially the more than 16 personalities, right? Everyone looks in a different way of things. Some people use thinking, they use logic a lot. Some people use feelings. They want harmony between the people. I use a thinking a lot. For me, truth is truth. It might hurt you or not, right? For some people, no, we want harmony. So they will like, they don't want to, they'll placate it. Right? Some people, so there are ways of dealing with everything. Everyone is made different. Yeah, inshallah. Next is Sa'atun. Sa'atun, the watch. Okay, yuhibbu, right? Hubb. أشد حبا لله. تدريب أجيب عن الأسئلة باختصار. I'm sorry for my okay, I just go off the topic. Okay, Mani al-Muhandis, who's the engineer? Who's the engineer? Oh, who's the engineer here? Oh, Ali is the Ali الذي هو مهندس. Ali is the engineer. Mani al-Tabib, the other guy. Usman al-Tabib. Yeah, Usman الذي يعمل طبيبا. Usman is the one who's working as a doctor. أين يعمل عثمان؟ عثمان يعمل في الشركة. Usman works in a company. أين يعمل علي؟ علي, oh sorry, Usman works in a hospital. Right? Where does he work? Yeah, Usman works in a hospital. Usman, Dr. Usman. Okay. يعمل عثمان في مستشفى, في المستشفى. أين يعمل علي؟ علي يعمل في الشركة. Ali works in a company. من يعمل 7 ساعات? Who works 7 hours? I don't know. Who works 7 hours? Why not تعمل, this guy works 7. Ali works 7 hours. Oh, doctors work 8 hours. Okay. من يعمل 7 ساعات؟ علي الذي يعمل 7 ساعات. Ali is the one who works 7 hours. من يعمل 8 ساعات؟ عثمان الذي يعمل 8 ساعات. من يحب عمله؟ كلاهما. كلاهما يحب عملهما. Both of them. كلاهما is like both of them. كلاهما. Both of them love their job. من يحب عمله, or you can say Ali يحب عمله وعثمان يحب عمله أيضا. Right? Ali loves his job and Uthman also loved his job. Alhamdulillah. This is the first eval, inshallah. We learned Sharika, Mustashfa, Tabib, yuhibbu, he loves, and Sa'atun, an hour. Sa'atun is used for day of judgment also, right? Like a Sahabi who comes in, Mata Sa'a, when is the day of judgment? So Prophet Sallallahu says, Ma adatta laha, what have you prepared for it? So he said, not much salah and not much prayer. I just have some love for the I just love the Prophet Sallallahu, right? And so Prophet Sallallahu says that you will be with those anta kaman ahbabta. You will be with those whom you love, right? And the Sahabi became very happy, and the Sahaba also became happy, because love is so important. Love is so important, right? Love is so important in Islam. Right? Love, hope. Like Ibn al-Qayyim, he says in a beautiful way, Iman is like a bird. Its 2 wings are al-khawf wal-raja. Is 2 wings, yeah. One is you have khawf of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the other is raja. Raja is hope of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? And fear and hope, yeah. Khawf, fear and hope, and its beak is love. The beak is love for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? The love is what guides you to do anything for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The love, many people say, what do people think? We should always think about, what does Allah think about me? Or what does Allah think about this action? Right? Will He be pleased or will He be angry with this? Right? This, if we drive our actions in such a way, inshallah, it will be a good way, inshallah. Right? That's why Prophet Sallallahu said, Man ahabba, whoever loves to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah loves to meet him. Right? Inshallah. Like after we die, inshallah ta'ala. We all want to see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala after we die, inshallah ta'ala. Right? We all love. So Aisha radiallahu anha asked, everyone fears death, Ya Rasulullah. Everyone fears death. So he said, it's not about that. We should try to love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Fear of death everyone has, but the most thing is we should try to love. And whoever hates to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah hates to meet him. So it's all on us, right? We should always try to love us. That's why the person who's dying, he should have more hope than fear, because that's why this is the amal of various tabi'in and the salaf, which is gone now. Like if a person is dying, they would go to their home and say, Anta amaluka hada kada wa kada. You used to work such so and so. You did Hajj, alhamdulillah, so many times. You used to read the Qur'an. Abshir bil Jannah, inshaAllah ta'ala. They used to go and say, good news for you, Jannah. This is what should be done. They should give him hope and remind him of his good deeds. Right? You've done so many sadqa. You have like if he's dying and repeat the kalima so many times. This is not happening nowadays. Right? People just start and they read their own Quran itself, and the person is dying. They don't do talqeen of kalima or something. Yeah, this is missing. And the one person who's healthy should have more fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala than hope. Right? Because if he has hope more, then he'll start doing bad deeds. I mean, he won't care. He'll sing Allah Ghafur Rahim. Nothing will happen, right? So this is how we should try to balance the hope and fear. When we are young, when we are healthy, we should have fear more. But when we are dying, inshallah, we should have hope more. Hope more, inshallah, of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that he'll forgive all the sins, inshallah, and give us Jannah, inshallah ta'ala. Al-Hibad al-Thani. Okay, this is between Al-Talib al-Awwal and Talib al-Thani.
انظر واستمع.
ماذا سنعمل بعد الدراسة؟
Okay, he says, ماذا سنعمل بعد الدراسة? He says, what should we work? What kind of job should we do after studying? سنعمل is, this scene is used for future tense, because there's no separate future tense in Arabic, right? There's no separate future tense. So this is the present tense. So you add a sa. This is called harful istiqbal. That is for future. ماذا سنعمل بعد الدراسة? So we're discussing about the careers there. What should we work in the future as?
أدرس الطب في كلية الطب. سأعمل طبيبا إن شاء الله.
So the Talib al-Thani say, أنا أدرس الطب. I'm studying طب, medicine في كلية الطب, in the medical college. سأعمل طبيبا إن شاء الله. I will work as a doctor إن شاء الله. I will work as a doctor.
أنا أدرس الصيدلة في كلية الصيدلة. سأعمل صيدليا إن شاء الله.
أنا أدرس الصيدلة, pharmacy. This is pharmacy, right? Saydala is pharmacy. This what you call bachelor's, whatever, B Pharm or something. أنا أدرس الصيدلة في كلية الصيدلة, in the college of pharmacy. سأعمل صيدليا إن شاء الله. I want to become a saydali. Saydali is this chemist, or whatever you call, the chemist guy who sits behind the counter of the medical shops. Saydali, pharmacist, yeah, it's called a pharmacist. I'll work as a pharmacist, inshallah. Saydali is the pharmacy. Saydaliyun is the pharmacist, right? Inshallah.
أنا أدرس التمريض في كلية التمريض. سأعمل ممرضا إن شاء الله.
So this guy says, أنا أدرس التمريض في كلية التمريض. I'm working as in the I'm studying nursing. Tamrid is nursing. في كلية التمريض, in the college of nursing. Nursing is a separate field, right? سأعمل ممرضا إن شاء الله. I'll work as a nurse, yeah, male nurse or something. Nursing is a separate field, yeah. Next guy says,
أنا أدرس الهندسة في كلية الهندسة. سأعمل مهندسا إن شاء الله.
The fifth says, I am studying engineering. Handasa is in like this engineering, right? في كلية الهندسة, in the college of engineering. سأعمل مهندسا إن شاء الله. I'll work as an engineer إن شاء الله.
أنا أدرس الطيران في كلية الطيران. سأعمل طيارا إن شاء الله.
I am studying Tairan. What do you call Tairan is the air pilot, aviation, right? I'm studying aviation. في كلية aviation, in the college of aviation, right? Aviation or something. Right? Tairan is like pilots and those stuff. Yeah? سأعمل طيارا, and I'll work as a طيار. as a pilot, inshallah, a commercial pilot or something. Tayyaran, inshallah. I'll work as a pilot, inshallah, a driver of a plane, right? Tayyara. Okay.
أنا أدرس التربية في كلية التربية. سأعمل مدرسا إن شاء الله.
I'm studying in the Tarbiyah. Tarbiyah is like education. We learned in the previous unit, right? Education. Tarbiyah is like growing education and department of education. في كلية التربية, in the College of Education. سأعمل مدرسا, and I'll work as a teacher. Inshallah, I'll work as a teacher. So this lesson gives you a good idea of all the new mihnas or amals, the jobs. Mihna is called job. Yeah, mihna, the jobs. Yeah, this gives you a good occupation. Yeah, occupations. Yes, occupations. Saidali is the pharmacist. Mumarrid is a nurse. There's no photo of Mumarrid. Handasa is Muhandis, engineer, and this guy is a Tayyar. Like we have Jafar Tayyar, right? Because he was killed, radiallahu an, martyred in which bad Mu'ta, right? Mu'ta, yes, he was martyred in Mu'ta. So his hands were cut. So inshallah, he got, alhamdulillah, he got 2 wings to fly in Jannah, inshallah. So he's called Jafar Tayyar, the one who's the pilot or the one who's flying in Jannah, inshallah. Jafar, the cousin of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, right? And he was the one who went to, he was the ambassador, right? In front of the Najashi. He was the one who spoke and recited the Surah Maryam. He did 2 hijras, right? He went to the Ethiopia, Habasha, and he also went to Medina. Sahibul Hijratain, the one with the 2 hijras, inshallah. And then he passed away after Zaid bin al-Harisa, then Jafar, and then Abdullah ibn Rawaha. These 3 people were martyred one by one in Mu'ta, right? Okay, al-mufradat, al-aud, unza, wastama' wa'id. Handasa, engineering. Muhandis is an engineer. Handasa is a subject. Saidala is pharmacy, the study of pharmacy. Yeah, pharmacy. Tamreed, the study of nursing. It's called tamreed because you take care of a patient and nurses and all that. Tayran is the study of aviation. Saidali is the pharmacist, the chemist. Mumarrid is the nurse. Mumarrid, male nurse. Yeah, male nurse. Tayyar is the pilot. Yudarris, he teaches. Yudarrisu is he is teaching. And I think this should be Mudarris, right? But still, Yudarris is he is teaching. Right? Darrasa Yudarrisu is to teach. Okay, Darrasa Yudarrisu to teach. أجيب عن الأسئلة الآتية. Answer باختصار. Answer the following questions with summary in a short way. من يدرس في كلية التمريض? Who studies in the College of Nursing? So some guy studies which الطالب الرابع. There's no names also. الطالب الرابع الذي يدرس في كلية التمريض. من يدرس في كلية التربية? Some who studies in تربية. Who is the one who's where's Serbia? Oh, this guy, last guy. الطالب الأول. The first guy is the one who studies in الطالب الأول الذي يدرس في كلية التربية. من يدرس في كلية الطب? Who studies in طب? A doctor who wants to become a doctor. The الطالب الثاني الذي يدرس في كلية الطيران. Who studies in طيران? طيران in the aviation السادس. And then تربية is over. هندسة is خامس. ثالث. Okay. صيدلي, this is ثالث. من يدرس في كلية الصيدلة? Who works in the pharmacy? Not works. Who studies in the pharmacy? The College of Pharmacy. The الطالب الثالث. من يدرس في كلية الهندسة? Who studies in هندسة? The 5th one, I guess. أين هذا الحوار? Where is this dialogue? Where is it? In the classroom? الحوار في الفصل. They're speaking in the classroom because I hope. Let's repeat the lesson. جاء دورك. Now it's your turn. الآن جاء. What should we work after the studying? I am studying medicine. I'll become a doctor, inshallah, in the College of Medicine. I'm studying pharmacy in the College of Pharmacy and I'll become a pharmacist, of course. I'm, st- I'm studying nursing in the College of Nursing and I'll become a nurse, inshallah. I'm studying engineering in the College of Engineering and I'll become an engineer, inshallah. A pilot, he wants to become a pilot in the College of Aviation. That'll be education. He wants to become a teacher. Inshallah. I'm studying education in College of Education. I'll become a teacher, inshallah. الحوار الثالث. الحوار الثالث. Alhamdulillah, this was the second hiwar. It was just talking, these people talking about what they want to become. And this guy wants to become a doctor, right? He wants to become an ENT doctor. He's looking in the ears. Okay, so this was all about the occupations. Al-Hiwar al-Thalith. This is about, this is Maryam and Zainab are speaking to each other. Of course. Okay. Mehna. Right. Ana Mudarrisa. I'm a teacher. What's your occupation? What's your job? Mehna. Mehna is like, not, it's not mehna with a ha. It's mehna. Mehna. Mehna is occupation. Mehna is a trial, like mehna of um, Imam Ahmad, right? Mehna. That's mehna. That's the trial, the test of Imam Ahmad. This is mehna. Ha, normal ha. Mehna tuki. What's your occupation? Oh, I'm also a teacher. So both are teachers. Ana mudarrisatun aidan. I'm also a teacher. Profession, yes, profession, correct. Profession, occupation, or job. Okay, what's your profession? Mehna. Mariam. In which marhala? In which marhala is which level? Marhala is a level. In which level do you teach? Tudarrisin, darrasa yudarrisu. And this becomes tudarris. But we are speaking to a feminine, that's why it becomes tudarrisina. In which level are you teaching? في أي مرحلة تدرسين? In which level? That is primary level or secondary level, or uh, we don't have levels as such in the Indo-Pak region because we have first class, second class. But the other countries have that, I guess, primary level and secondary and high school, and then something else. Right? We have after high school comes whatever higher school, or it's called 11th and 12th or something. في أي مرحلة تدرسين? In which level are you teaching? Udarrisu, I teach. I teach. Udarrisu, I teach. We can also use uallimu. Allama yuallimu is also fine for teaching. Uallimu or udarrisu في المرحلة الابتدائية. I teach in the primary school. So primary schools are generally from 1 to 5, yeah. The 1 to 5 or something, the first standard or below first standard, at the kindergarten stage to fifth standard maybe. في المرحلة الابتدائية. وفي أي مرحلة تدرسين أنت and which level are you teaching? In which level which مرحلة أدرس? I teach in the مرحلة المتوسطة, the middle school. The middle school is like 5th to 7th, I guess. And then you have secondary school or high school, something. أدرس في المرحلة المتوسطة, in the middle school. Above primary is middle, I guess. أدرس في المرحلة. I teach in the middle school. Do you have children? Unlucky Atfal. Do you have infants? Is actually the literal translation. Do you have infants? Right? Do you have infants? Mariam says children. Atfal. Yes, I have children. Yes, Li. I have. This la is used for belonging to, right? Lillahi al-mashriqu, lillahi al-mashriq wal-maghrib. Right? Lillahi mulku samawat. To Allah belongs the heavens and the earth, or the east and the west. Like lahu mulku samawati wal ard. Can't hear the voice. Please try to relog in. I hope everyone else is able to hear me. Okay, na'am li atfalun. I have children. Li is I have. Yeah, I have. We can hear you, but not the speak. Oh, really? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, oh, I'm really sorry. I forgot to share the computer sound. Oh, the reading. Oh, so let's play again. You can hear how's that? They mean the recording. Let's play the recording again, inshallah. I forgot to share the sound. Yeah. My voice. Yes, correct. 1 second, please. I just reset this. Yeah, not the recording. Yeah. I forgot I forgot to share the computer sound. 1 second.
أنا أدرس التربية في كلية التربية. سأعمل مدرسا إن شاء الله.
Oh, it's still there.
الحوار الثالث.
Yeah, we are here.
انظر واستمع.
أنا مدرسة.
I'm a teacher.
ما مهنتك؟
What's your...
أنا مدرسة أيضا.
I'm also a teacher.
في أي مرحلة تدرسين؟
In which level do you teach?
أدرس في المرحلة الابتدائية. وفي أي مرحلة تدرسين أنت؟
In which level do you teach? I teach in the primary school. And which level do you teach?
أدرس في المرحلة المتوسطة.
I teach in the مرحلة المتوسطة, in the middle school.
هل لك أطفال؟
Do you have children?
نعم، لي أطفال.
Yes, I have children.
كم طفلا لك؟
So see, أطفال is a plural, right? But the singular is tifl. So after come, you should use a singular and mansub. We cannot use a plural. We can't say kam atfalan lucky. How many children do you have? Lucky is like do you have? You have to use a singular mansub after kam. Kam tiflak. No. No, we cannot say that. No, we cannot. Kam tiflak. No, that sounds so weird. Because we don't generally say in Arabic we don't say that. No, we don't say that. Right? Because we need to use a lam. Do you have? How do you say like how many children do you have? Right? We need to add a lam to it because we do say indak. Yeah, indak is fine. Come tiflan indak. Right? But we cannot directly attach the pronoun come tiflak because we have to say how many children. It's like saying in English how many your children, right? How many your children? It sounds so weird. You have to say, how many children do you have, right? Because if you say ka, it's like your. How many your children? Kam tiflak, right? You have to say kam tiflan laka or laki or indaka or indaki. But we don't use inda generally speaking. It's okay if you use it, but we say we use la for relatives. Relatives. Kam akhan laka. How many brothers do you have? We don't say kam akhan indaka. How many brothers do you have? Can you share one? Right? Inda is used for the separated things, the books or the houses or whatever, or the rooms, not for brothers and sisters, because they're like living things, right? Inda is not used. We use laka, right? Indaka is like, how many brothers do you have? Can you give me one? I want a spare brother, like something like that. Right? Laka is used for brothers and sisters. Okay, please try to remember that. Laka. We don't say kam akhan indaka. How many brothers do you have? So we have to use laka for brothers or sisters or mothers or fathers, or we don't say how many fathers you have, but something like that, right? Or sons, how many sons you have, or daughters. And we can't directly use a pronoun. Kam tiflak is not fine. Okay. Jazakallah.
لي 5 أطفال.
Right? Li, I have 5 children. Khamsatu atfal. I have 5 children. Atfal children. Tifli itself means infants, yeah, infants. But it can also mean children, by the way. It's not like I have 5 infants. Right? No, nobody has 5 infants. Right? They grow up. You have to, right? Li khamsatu atfal. I have 5 children. So atfal is because instead of saying awlad or banat or something like that, how many children, or we use tifl. Tifl. It's like showing that the mother is still young or something. Maybe. Yeah, li khamsatu atfal. I have just 5 small children, right? Khamsatu atfal. They're not grown up as yet. I have 5 children. Alhamdulillah.
هل تحبين عملك؟
Do you love your job? تحبين. See, the above lesson had تحب. تحب. Now we have تحبين. Do you love your job? تحبين عملك? Yeah, feminine. Ina. When we have a ina, it's all for the feminine. Ina. تحبين عملك. And this is ki again, not amalaka. It's ki. Ki kuma kunna. Right? Ka kuma kum, ki kuma kunna. Ki. Do you love your job? ما أحب عملي.
نعم أحب عملي.
Yes.
أنا أحب
نعم أنا أحب العمل. I love my job.
عملي أيضا.
وأنا أحب عملي أيضا. And I love my job also. Right? Let's. أنا أحب عملي أيضا. I also love my job. Let's repeat the lesson again. Last.
والآن
جاء دورك.
جاء دورك. انظر واستمع وأعد.
أنا مدرسة. ما مهنتك؟
I'm a teacher. What's your profession?
أنا مدرسة أيضا.
I'm a teacher too.
في أي مرحلة تدرسين؟
In which level do you teach? مرحلة. تدرسين. Not تدرسوا.
أدرس في المرحلة الابتدائية.
In the primary school. I teach in the primary school. أدرس.
وفي أي مرحلة تدرسين أنت؟
In which level do you teach?
أدرس في المرحلة المتوسطة.
In the middle school. I teach in the middle school. هل لك أطفال?
هل لك أطفال؟
Do you have children? The topic changed dramatically. They're speaking about the jobs and suddenly she got personal. See, do you have children?
نعم لي أطفال.
It would be awkward for me, maybe. And suddenly he's asking about your job and then he's asking, oh, do you have children? It's getting personal. Yes, I have children.
كم طفلا لك؟
How many children? Oh, more details. How many children do you have?
لي 5 أطفال.
Oh, she's proud. I have 5 children. Alhamdulillah. She would have asked to her also, right? But she again changed the question. Look at Zainab. She's like uh, guiding the conversation. Instead of her asking, she could have, Madin could have, how many children do you have? Right? She again changed the conversation and the topic. Do you love your job?
هل تحبين عملك؟
Do you love your job? Yes, of course. And she's so naive. Yes, I love my job.
نعم أحب عملي.
She didn't ask her reverse questions. I love my job too.
أنا أحب عملي أيضا.
I love my job too. She could have continued the conversation. Said Zainab could have asked, okay, how about you? How many children do you have? 5, 6, 7, 8. Alhamdulillah. Okay, this is tifl, children, tifl, right? Tifl, atfal plural, atfal, tifl singular, atfal children, right? Tifl, yeah, atfal. Mehna, occupation, profession, job. Al-marhalatul ibtidaiya, primary school. Al-marhalatul mutawassita, middle school. Middle school like 10 to 12 something, middle school. Then you have high school or secondary school, whatever. Yeah. The last thing of today, ma mihnatu Zainaba. What does Zainab work as? Mihnatu Zainaba is here mudarrisa, right? At-tadris. Mihnatu Zainab is teaching. Mihnatu Maryam, same thing. Yeah. Mihnatu Maryam at-tadris aidan is teaching again. Man tudarrisu fil marhalati ibtidaiya. Who teaches in the primary school? Zainab, I guess. Zainabul Lati. We use Lati. For feminine, what it is Allati, not Allazi. It's Allati. Zainabul Lati. Tudarrisu fil marhalatil ibtidaiya. Zainab is the one who teaches in the primary school. Man tudarrisu fil mutawassita is the other, Maryam, right? Maryamul Lati tudarrisu fil marhalatil mutawassita. Man laha atfal, who has children? Zainab has children. Zainabul Lati laha atfalun kasira. Lot of children. Kam tiflan laha, how many children she has? Laha khamsatu atfal. She has 5 children. How many children does she have? Man tuhibbu amalaha, who loves the job? Both of them love the job. Kilahuma, or it's feminine, right? Kiltahuma. Kiltahuma tuhibbani amalahuma, right? All dual. Tuhibbani is the dual of tuhibbu. Tuhibbani amalahuma. They both love their job. Or maybe kiltahuma tuhibbu amalaha or something. Because kilta, they should have the object singular. Okay, alhamdulillah. Or you can say in a simpler way, Zainab tuhibbu amalaha wa Maryamu tuhibbu amalaha aidan. Zainab loves her job and she also loves her job. Inshallah, from here we'll continue next week. Alhamdulillah. The last unit, inshallah, in part 1A. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Jazakallah khair. If you have any questions, we'll take them, or else that's it for this week. Alhamdulillah. Wahdatul Thamin. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Jazakallah khair for being patient and attending on the classes. May Allah accept our time and your time to continue, inshallah, in this long journey of our Al-Arabiyya Bayna, yadayk, inshallah ta'ala. Barakallah feek. Alhamdulillah. Wa feeka barak. Jazakallah khair. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has guided us. Alhamdulillah alladhi hadana lihada. Right? Allah is the one who guided us. وَمَا كُنَّا لِنَهْتَدِيَ لَوْلَا أَنْ هَدَانَ اللَّهِ. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hadn't guided us, we wouldn't have been guided, right? To this work and to this any work, it's Allah's guidance that He puts in our hearts and we are able to attend or we are able to teach. It's all because of tawfiq. Wallahu waliyu tawfiq. It's because of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who gives us tawfiq to keep doing good deeds, because it's very easy to forget doing good deeds or not have istiqamah in anything. It's very easy to become busy, or Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if He wants, He could make us all busy and we would never get time. But alhamdulillah, He's giving us this opportunity to learn the beautiful language of Arabic, slowly but surely, inshallah ta'ala. Inshallah ta'ala. Please revise whatever we're doing, inshallah. Please do your studies, whatever, each lesson at a time, so that it doesn't pile up, right? Inshallah ta'ala, right? My teaching is just a guide. It's not a, it's not even teaching mostly, right? Because we're just reading mostly. We're just reading, and I'm trying just trying to explain. The teaching thing is like it should have revision. It should have a lot of repeating of the stuff. I don't do that because it makes the classes so long, and we I mean, we have a lot of portion in front of us, so many books to cover. So please do your studying. Self study is very important. I'm just a, just an assistant who's assisting, alhamdulillah, right? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept this, inshallah. Subhanak Allahumma wa bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
كانوا قليلا من الليل ما يهجعون وبالأسحار